Hey, sit quietly for a moment. Take a slow, deep breath. I know there are times when life feels very quiet. Times when the house feels still. Times when your thoughts grow louder because everything around you has slowed down. And sometimes in those quiet moments you feel alone. Not always physically alone, but emotionally alone. Like nobody fully understands what your heart has been carrying. And if you're honest, there are moments when you quietly wonder, where is Jesus in this season of my life? Is he still near me? Does he still see me? But listen to this is not random. Jesus is speaking to you right now. And he's saying, I am closer to you than you realize right now. Take another slow breath and let those words settle gently into your spirit. Jesus says, I know this season feels different, quieter, slower, more reflective than the years behind you. And because life has changed, your heart sometimes feels uncertain too. You miss certain people, certain moments, certain seasons of life that once felt full. And sometimes the quietness leaves an ache inside you. But hear me gently, you are not alone in this moment, not even close. Jesus says, I am sitting with you right now, in the quiet room, in the stillness of your thoughts, in the moments when your heart feels tired, in the moments when tears quietly form in your eyes. I am there, closer than you realize. Jesus says, I know there are nights when your mind feels heavy, when worries return, when memories return, when loneliness quietly settles into your spirit. And even then I stay beside you. God says, you may not always feel my presence loudly, but that does not mean I have left you. Some of the deepest love is felt quietly, softly, like peace arriving in your spirit unexpectedly, like comfort surrounding you when you thought you were completely alone. Jesus says, that is me. Closer than you realize. God says, I know you have spent many years taking care of others, giving your time, your love, your energy, your strength. And now in this quieter season you sometimes wonder who is caring for your heart. But listen carefully, I am. Jesus says, I have never stopped watching over you, not through the difficult seasons, not through heartbreak, not through grief, not through the lonely nights, not through the moments when you quietly felt forgotten. I have been beside you through all of it. Jesus says, I saw every tear nobody else noticed, every prayer whispered softly into the dark, every moment you tried to stay strong while feeling emotionally exhausted inside. And I stayed with you through every single moment. Jesus says, you are deeply loved, more deeply than you can fully understand. Even in moments when life feels quiet, your life still matters greatly to me. Your heart matters, your presence matters, your story still matters. Jesus says, please stop believing that because life became quieter you became less valuable. You did not. You are still seen fully by me, still cherished by me, still held close to my heart. Jesus says, I know there are moments when fear tries to settle into your thoughts. Fear about the future. Fear about loneliness. Fear about things changing. But hear me gently, you do not walk into the future alone. I go with you. Into every tomorrow. Into every uncertain season. Into every quiet moment. Jesus says, you are never abandoned, never forgotten, never unseen. Even when the world feels distant, I remain close, closer than your next breath. Jesus says, I want your heart to rest in this truth now. You no longer have to carry life as though you are alone. Because you are not. I am walking beside you every day. Jesus says, when you wake up in the morning, I am there. When the afternoons feel slow and quiet, I am there. When the evenings feel lonely sometimes, I am there. And when tears quietly fill your eyes for reasons you cannot fully explain, I am there too. Jesus says there are still peaceful moments ahead for you. Still gentle days, still comfort waiting to find your heart, and I will walk beside you through every part of it. Jesus says one day you will look back on this season and realize something beautiful. Even when you felt alone, you were being held the entire time, guided the entire time, loved the entire time. Jesus says, so breathe deeply now. Release the fear that you have been forgotten. Release the loneliness that tells you nobody sees your heart. Because I too. Always Jesus says, I am closer to you than you realize right now. Closer in your quiet moments. Closer in your weary moments. Closer in your uncertain moments. And I will remain beside you through every season ahead. Always. If this message comforted your heart, type Jesus is with me in the comments. And remind yourself today you are never truly alone. Jesus is closer to you than you realize right now.